How's it going, everyone, and welcome to the second episode of the Bayern Munich Career Mode series. And before we do get into anything, I just want to thank you guys for all the support you gave on the last episode. If we can try and get over 100 likes again on this episode, that would be greatly appreciated. You guys left a lot of transfer suggestions in the last episode, and I intend to implement them in this one. For the right back position, I gave you guys a bit of a choice as to who we should sign. We've got Hector Bellerin, Florenzi, and we've also got Serge Aurier as well. But the main player that was really suggested is Elsid Haysaj. I'm not really too sure if I'm saying his name right. You'll have to let me know in the comments below. He is a player that does have very good potential on this year's game for a right back, and I'm going to go ahead and make an offer for him. Since he is quite a high rated, high potential right back, I'm going to go ahead and offer 9 million to begin with and see if they do accept this one. For the goalkeeping position, a lot of people also suggested Gianluigi Donnarumma of Milan. I wouldn't be against signing him, but I would prefer to get a German keeper in, someone that's a little bit better at the moment. I do know this guy is one of the best youngsters in the world at the moment, and I think he would do a good job as a backup to Neuer. But since I don't know his actual market valuation at the moment, I'll just offer 7 million euros to begin with and see what they say. I also asked you guys in the last episode if you think I should be selling Sven Ulreich as well, and it seems like pretty much all of you do want me to sell him, and if we are getting Donnarumma into the club, we need to make way for him, so I will just accept this one. So it will be goodbye to Sven Ulreich. He is going to AC Milan for 7 million euros, and in my opinion, that is a very good deal. When I did make the question in the last episode as to whether I should sign world-class players, you guys seem to be okay with me doing that, but I don't think we've got the budget at the moment to sign players like Gareth Bale. I might save him for another time because I think he's going to be way too expensive to get from Real Madrid. But before we do get any news back on those transfers, we do have the first game of the episode in the American Challenge Cup against Arsenal. The only change that we are making is we're bringing in Douglas Costa for Kingsley Coman, and we've also brought the veteran midfielder Xabi Alonso into the midfield because Renato Sanches is a bit tired from the last one. Arsenal are probably going to be one of the toughest teams we come up against in this pre-season tournament, so let's hope that we can get a win in this one. And we're looking at Arsenal's lineup, and it looks like they've actually gone with the approach of starting a few youth players here and there. They've got Maitland-Niles on the right, they've got El Neni, who really isn't first choice for them, and they've got Macy in goal with Cech on the bench, so certainly not a first choice keeper for them. I think I'll be peppering their goal with long shots because their keeper in net is not going to be that great, certainly not on the level of Petr Cech. We're here to Xabi Alonso, trying to play it forward, and again we're through on goal here with Lewandowski. Off the bar, how unlucky is that? We still got it with Costa, and it's cleared away. That's a shame. That was a really good opportunity, and we couldn't quite take it. We're in a bit of trouble here, because here goes Walcott down this right-hand side, or left-hand side, actually. And it's inside again. What a tackle that is by Hummels. Really just destroying the danger there, and we managed to clear that one somehow. So there we have it, a bit of an end to a lackluster first half from us, and also Arsenal as well. They really haven't had too many chances, and maybe it's just the fact that we're lacking pace in that midfield, but we really haven't started the game off as well as I would have wanted. I think for the second half I will go ahead and take off Xabi Alonso and bring on someone like Renato Sanches. The good thing about him is he'll be able to drive through the midfield a bit better than Xabi Alonso can. He's got a bit more pace, he's got a bit more strength, and he can hold up the ball a bit better. I may regret subbing out one of our best passers in the team, but I think Renato Sanches, based on the last game, can make an impact in this second half. He's forward now for Lewandowski, playing it out wide here for Coman. Or Douglas Costa, actually. It's not Coman. We'll play this one through, and it's a really good opportunity. We should score this one, and we do end up scoring to make it 1-0 with Douglas Costa. I know that Sanchez wasn't directly involved with the play leading up to the goal, but I think just taking him off as Xabi Alonso has literally just flicked a switch or something, because we've completely changed our first shot on goal in the second half and in this game. And Douglas Costa again causing trouble on that left wing position. And we'll play this one inside, and it's here with Renato Sanches with the shot. And what a goal that is by the young midfielder to make it 2-0. I guess that's what happens when you don't put Petr Cech in goal, but I don't think even he would have saved that one because it's a really good shot. And he really has made an impact in this game and also in the last one as well, bagging himself 2 goals in 2 games. Oh, I saw the run being made there by Douglas Costa, but we've lost it twice there, and it's in a good position for Giroud, and he misses a good chance there. We play this one inside here to Thiago. He's done really well to get around a few defenders and play this one off here to Renato Sanches. Oh my god, this guy is unbelievable. 2 really quality goals there, and it's a brace for the young midfielder. I mean, this guy is honestly such a game changer. He's a really good powerhouse midfielder, and the fact that he can do stuff like that as well, Not even Petr Cech would save that. I said that for the first goal, but it really does apply for this one as well, because that's a really good finish. I really didn't think he'd get that much game time, to be honest. I thought he'd play a few games, do okay, maybe score a goal here and there, but 2 goals in this game, 1 in the last game, and his performance alone has single-handedly won us this game in the second half. But it is now going to be Alexis Sanchez on the ball, and really providing some threat, and Arsenal do get back into the game. And it is Lucas Perez who denies Neuer the clean sheet. That's a bit unfortunate, to be honest, and I didn't really expect that to happen from Sanchez. Tried to cover the run, but it wasn't possible. Neuer makes the save, it falls straight to Perez, and it's an easy tap-in for the Spanish striker. So we do end up winning this game 3-1 in the end, and it's a comprehensive second-half victory. And it's all thanks to that man right there, Renato Sanchez. I brought him off the bench for the second half, and he really did make an impact. And Renato Sanchez deservedly getting the player of the match. He really did do well, getting a 10 rating there. 3 out of 3 shots on target, 5 out of 5 passes completed, 4 out of 5 dribbles completed. This guy just had a perfect second half performance. But after we finish that game, we do see we have a contract offer accepted from Julian Draxler. He's going to cost us just a bit over his valuation, 38 million euros. But it's good that he's accepted his contract because we don't really have a very good central attacking midfielder in the squad. So it is going to be welcome to the club for Julian Draxler. Welcome to Bayern Munich. Draxler has always been a very good player on career mode. And this year, he's 84 rated at the age of 22. I probably will give him some training in crossing, finishing and long passing because that does need a bit of improving, but I think he's exactly the signing that we do need. With Götze moving back to Dortmund, we needed to get a central attacking midfielder in, and of course he's got the 5-star weak foot and 4-star skills. He can also play on the wing if needs be. So these are the 5 players that I will be training to begin with, but if you think I should be training anyone in particular and doing any certain drills with certain players, do let me know in the comments down below. So Werder Bremen have come back to me and they've said they're only willing to pay 5 million euros for Rafinha, and to be honest I think I will just accept this one. There's no point haggling over 1 million euros, and it will be goodbye to Rafinha, and hopefully we can sign a replacement for him in the coming days. One of those players being El Cid Haysaj of Napoli, but it looks like we're going to have a bit of trouble trying to sign him. The good thing is we do now know Haysaj's valuation, so we can actually offer a little bit more than we have done. I'll go ahead and offer 14 million euros, and I'm hoping that will be enough to secure his services. And for Gianluigi Donnarumma, they want 12.5 million euros. I'll go ahead and offer 9.5 million euros and see if they're willing to accept this one. And there's confirmation there that Sven Ulreich has moved to AC Milan for 7 million euros. I was looking potentially at signing Hector Bellerin as well, but I think he might be a bit too expensive. I mean, we can afford him, of course, but 25 million, that's almost double his valuation. I'd rather sign Haysaj, but if we can get the deal for Bellerin over the line quicker, I will sign Bellerin instead. We do now have a game in the American Challenge Cup against San Lorenzo, but since we're pretty much through to the next round into the knockouts of the tournament, I'm probably just going to go ahead and sim this match. I will be giving equal play time to players in the preseason tournament, which is why I've rotated the side a little bit for this game. I want every player in the team to prove to me what they're worth, so I've put Draxler in the side. I've also put Kimmich in there and also Ribery. But we do end up winning this game with a comprehensive 3-0 victory, and I didn't really expect anything less than that. And there's confirmation there that Rafinha has left for Werder Bremen for 5 million euros. It seems like for Donnarumma, they've got a 12.5 million price tag, and they're not going to go any lower than that. And since we need a backup goalkeeper for Neuer, I'm just going to go ahead and match their valuation of him. And for Hector Bellerin, I think he might be a little bit too expensive for us, but I will up my bid to 20 million euros. We do now have the semi-final though of the pre-season tournament against Manchester City, and this will be the team we're using for the game against Manchester City. I rested those players in the San Lorenzo game, so we've got a fully fit, fully strengthened lineup for this one. As I did rest a few players for the San Lorenzo game, we've got a fully fit lineup going into this one, with basically our strongest first team lineup. The only change that I'm making is putting Robin on the right wing instead of Müller. And the 2 teams that are left in the American Challenge Cup are Chelsea and also Arsenal, so only BPL teams are left in the tournament. And it looks like Man City have changed their lineup around a little bit, with a few players in there that I wouldn't normally expect. Willy Caballero instead of Claudio Bravo, and they've also got Fabian Delph in midfield. Interesting choices, so it will be interesting to see how they get on. It's been a pretty boring game so far, not really too many chances for either team, but maybe that can change very soon. It's still early in the game. We'll play it inside again, and there's a good run being made there actually, and we've done well. Kingsley Coman's done really well actually. We'll play this one back inside, and it's here to David Alaba with the shot, and it's a brilliant effort, but it's off the bar. It's back to Robben though, it's blocked off, and Lewandowski has a pop, and it's saved by Caballero. And there goes to the end of the first half that could have been very different had we have scored that goal with David Alaba. But apart from that, there's not really been too many chances in this first half. Maybe that will change in the second half as it did with the Arsenal game. They're currently beating Chelsea 1-0, but we need to step up our game if we're going to get to the final. I don't really have an impact sub to make this time like Renato Sanchez was, but we'll just keep things as it is and hope that we can make an impact. And we'll play this one out. Just keep going and running with this one. Got a good opportunity. There's a lot of space on that side actually. And it'll be out here to Robben. What a ball that is by Alaba. And we should really score this one. And we do end up scoring it with Robben. And what a pass that is by Alaba to find him in the first place. And we've scored at pretty much the same point as we did in the Arsenal game for our first goal. We've scored with Robben though this time. And it's a very good finish by the Dutch midfielder. I didn't think over-the-top through balls worked anymore. But when you've got Kolarov at left back, not able to catch up, I guess they do sort of work if you lob it 60 yards over the defence. I'm also going to go ahead and make some subs as well, because there's a few players that are a little bit tired, such as Vidal. I may bring him off and maybe bring on someone like Xabi Alonso in his place. It's now Robben playing this one forward, and we've got an opportunity here with Lahm cutting inside. And we'll play this one forward again for Lewandowski, who is onside. Can we play it across? Yes, we can. And Koeman does finish off the opportunity. I could have just scored there with Lewandowski probably, but I wanted to be sure of it. I say that because at 1-0, you're very susceptible to potentially conceding, and then the momentum just shifts completely. It's now going to be forward here for Leroy Sané, who does end up having a shot, and it goes in off of Neuer. And they do get the goal back in the game, and that's exactly what I mean. Had I have not finished off that chance with Lewandowski to score the second goal when I passed it across, that would have been a game changer because that would have been the equaliser for City. So there we have it. We do end up beating Manchester City in the semi-final of the pre-season tournament. And it's a really good victory in the end with both of our wingers getting on the score sheet. And in the final of the pre-season tournament, when we get round to that, we will be facing up against Arsenal again. And after that game, once again, we do have a transfer offer unacceptable for El Cid Haysaj. I'll go ahead and offer 20 million euros and hopefully they do go ahead and accept that. Transfer offer coming in for Juan Bernat, but I'm just going to be rejecting this one because he's a very important player for us this season. Ah, yes, I've missed you, legend. I really have. Juventus coming in for David Alaba. Of course they had to, didn't they? If you don't know what I'm talking about, you must be living under a rock because this guy last year used to transfer to Juventus in every single career mode. It was just ridiculous, honestly. There's always some sort of scripted transfer every FIFA. This one was probably the most ridiculous out of all of them. But since we are Bayern Munich manager this time, I will just go ahead and reject this one and disallow future offers. He will be staying at the club. We do have a transfer offer though for Holger Badstuber, who is a player that I wouldn't mind selling. They've offered 7 million euros, but if they can give me almost double that, then I will let him go for 12 million euros. And we do have a transfer offer accepted finally for Donnarumma as well. He only wants 25,000 euros a week, which is fine. That's absolutely fine. I'm more than happy with that. And for Hector Bellerin, they want 25 million euros. They're not going to budge on that price. And it does seem like this year you can't really hard bargain with the AI, whereas before you could sort of naggle at them, try and get a few million off. But this will be where I end off this second episode of the Bayern Munich Career Mode series, and hopefully you have enjoyed this episode. And if you have enjoyed this second episode of this career mode, make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. There should be at least one video up every day whilst early access is out, and even when FIFA 17 is fully released, I'm planning on still doing daily uploads. In the next episode, we will have a few things that we do need to sort out with regards to transfers. We're currently looking into the possibility of signing Donnarumma. If you think we shouldn't go for him, then maybe let me know in the comments down below and give me a suggestion of someone else I could sign. We're also going for two main right backs that I want to sign as backup to Philipp Lahm. We've got Haysaj here, who looks like a very, very good talent and a bit of a different signing to make. But then we've also got Hector Bellerin, the pace demon. He is honestly just rapid. He would be very good as backup. But I'm going to leave a poll on screen right now, so go ahead and cast your vote. Should we go ahead and sign Hector Bellerin or should we sign Haysaj? Let me know in the comments down below. But apart from that, guys, I'm going to have to leave it there, and I'll see you next time for another video. Thanks for watching.